So let's keep the start class begin. Let the class begin rather. As we are waiting for other students to pop up, I would use this opportunity to kick the class starting. Let's start up the class. Okay, just give me a moment to finalize my setup. Okay, I'm about to finalize my setup. And let's keep the class started. Please, if you can see or hear me, I would like you guys to denote if you can see by sending some waving hands so that we know if you guys can see me. If you can see and hear me, yeah, that's nice. That's a good message. That's a good message. Okay, let's keep the class started. I'll start by bringing up my Visual Studio Code, and based on the request by Captain Steve, I would go through how you can navigate your Visual Studio Code. Beyond that, the major focus for today's class would be table, lists, and probably display. So before I commence on that, let me create a new window. So if it is your first time of using Visual Studio Code, this is the interface you will see. You will see something similar to what I have. Now, when you have this type of interface, the first set of things you are expected to do you are expected to do is to create a project. If you want to create a project, all you need to do is to come to open folder. If you can't locate your open folder here, you can simply come down to file. Then from file, you will click on open folder. When you click on open folder, the next thing you need to do is to select the location of where your project will be stored. For me, I want to store it on my desktop. I have this thing called online classes. Or better still, I come to my documents. I have this folder called online classes, yes, online webmaster class 2025, and inside of it I want to create a project. Then I'll click on new file. Once I click on the word new file, I can now create the file. Now what we want to focus on is table, so I'll say 05. Now the reason why I'm saying 05 is so that I can number properly the project as I am creating them. I'll say 05, capital letter table. That doesn't mean if you want to create a project you have to put a number in front of it. I'm just using it for recording purpose. I press enter, the folder is being created, and I will say select folder. The very minute I click on select folder, it shows that the folder has been created, which for me is this folder by the left, the file explorer. Now this file explorer is an indication that we've created a project that we want to work with. The next thing we want to do is to create a file. Now when I click on pause for me to create a file, I can give my file any name. Now as a rule, the landing page of your website should be called index.html or home.html. If I press enter, you will see that a folder will be created, a file rather will be created inside the project folder I just created. And this is where I will write my code. Now up until this minute, what are the necessary extensions you need for Visual Studio Code? Now for what we are doing, which is just basic HTML, CSS and JavaScript, the extensions you need just for this one are as follows. Come to the extension box here. You have on this menu you have something called the extension. If you click on the extension, please, for now you just need what we call material design. You can write it down. So material design by Philip Kiev, you should install that and switch. That will enable you to have icons like this for your project. So that's one extension. Another extension we like to use is live server, so that anytime we make changes to our code, the one by Retweak Day, anytime we make changes to our code, it will automatically refresh on our web page without the need of we saving and reloading. So the one by Retweak Day, install it as well. These are the two major ones. There are others which I will list for you. If you check here, you see I have many others. Let me stop searching. Under installed, I have Bootstrap, Bootstrap 5, Bootstrap 5 snippets, Bootstrap, C++. I have many. But the ones you need for now are those two I listed. As the training proceeds, we will continue to install new extensions to make our work more efficient and fast. Now I have created my index page. This is where I want to write my code. I will come here. Another one you can use, but me I don't use it, is one called Prettier. If you come to the extension, there's one called Prettier. It's a code formatter. It is used for beautifying our code. This Prettier code formatter, it is used to arrange our code. If our code are not properly structured, it will arrange it, space them properly, make sure they are well structured. You can use this too, but I hardly use it. So you can install Prettier as well. So under here, I will come to my file. I will press shift and exclamation. I press enter. Now I have my code to work with.
Question for you.
Thank you. That's what I'm waiting for.
So these extensions just work in the background. After installing them, you don't need to do anything extra.
There are some extensions that you would have to be using as your coding. However, there are other extensions that automatically work, checks through your code and see where they can implement their own effects.
Okay.
So some works in the background. Okay, watch this. Let's say I come here and say H1. Excuse me. Let's say I come here and I say H1. Hello world. And I come here, I say P. Lorem Uspon. And I come here, I say A tag. And I say home. Let me just say I have this. These things are not properly structured, although it will work, but they are supposed to be on top of each other. So due to this effect, all I need to do is to right click, come to this format document with. Once I come to this format document with, they will ask me what do I want to use to format. I can select Prettier. So once I select Prettier, Prettier will automatically rearrange. Can you see the way it has rearranged it for me?
Okay.
So that's one way you can use Prettier. There are other extensions like, okay, now I want to run this so that I can see the outcome. Instead of me coming here and clicking on run, I can just come to this go live below here. But you have to make sure it is a page. You have selected the page you want to run, which for me it is the index.html. I will click on this go live. The very minute I click on this go live, it will pop up on the browser for me and show me the outcome of the page. Can you see it?
Okay.
Now the fun part of it is I can decide to come here and add a code. Let's say I say another A tag and I say this one will be about. If I save, I don't need to refresh. You can see it automatically show itself. Remember my page is on auto save. Under file, my page is on auto save. So any change I make to my code, watch this. Let's say I say Lorem Uspon here. I don't need to refresh. It automatically reload itself. That's how live server work. So as we move on, I will show you other extensions to make your work easier.
Okay.
So before we get there, any question?
So what's the best IntelliSense for this for what we are doing now for this HTML?
Okay, the best IntelliSense.
You want that?
The best IntelliSense you can have, what we call IntelliSense, are code formatters. Like you write a simple code and it generates for you. So it will tell you what to write instead of you writing everything yourself.
Exactly.
I don't want to expose this now because it will make most students lazy. But based on the fact that you requested, I will show you. To be sincere, I don't want to expose it now. Because if I show you,
we are in the 21st century. Make life easy for us.
I understand, but I want my students to understand coding deeply. But because you request, I will show you. There's this one called tab 9. You can see it. It is below. After see.
Tab 9.
So if you come to extension, just type tab 9.
Tab 9, yeah.
So tab 9 is an extension. It's an AI extension. You will just write few code. It will suggest a whole lot of code for you.
Exactly.
So I don't want to show you now because it will make you lazy. But
thank you. That's a good response.
I would give it to you. So this is tab 9. You can install it. Now once you install, you have to register. If you can afford, you can pay for the premium version. But if you don't want, the premium version also works perfectly okay. So there's no need for
Very
you to
good.
pay for the premium.
All right. Thank you.
So this tab 9, I use it a lot, and that's because I already understand how coding works. But for other students, if you still want to practice the fundamentals, don't use tab 9. But if you want something that will speed up your production, you can use tab 9. So for me, I'm using tab 9. Did I answer your question?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So let's furthermore on this our code. How can we design a table? Let me show you what we call table here. Let me show you what we call tables. Please, I would like to work side by side. How can we have something like this or something like this or something like this? A table. This is what we call table in programming. Something similar to this. This in particular. I just want to display here. How can we have this type of tables where you show name, job title, email, or what have you on a web page, whether it is properly designed or not? In order for us to have this type of design, I will come here and just say table. So I want to design a table. I will remove all of this. So in order for us to design a table has two sections. Every table that has ever existed has two sections. From the top to the bottom is called a column. From the left to the right is called rows. And the combination of these things are what we call cells. So this is a cell, this is a cell, this is a cell. We can also merge them together to create our design. Now, in HTML, whenever we want to design a table, we arrange them according to row. And we also have what we call table head and table column. Table head and table data. So if I want to design this type of table you're seeing here, all I need to do first is to say the word table. The very minute I say the word table, I am telling my browser that I'm about to create a table. Now inside of it, I need to specify the row. We don't specify based on column, we specify based on row. So all I need to do is to come here and say TR. TR simply means table row. So once I say TR, I can then start specifying what the head of my table would be, which we use TH for. TH means table head. Let's say the first thing we want, for me, I want serial number. I also want another TH. Excuse me. First name. I also want another TH. Last name. I want another TH. I want to put something called score here. So what I just did is to create a table row that has series of table heads. As you can see, we have different form of heads. Now all of these are situated together in a table. Now let's start giving informations to the table rows. Now under this serial number, let's put a student row information. All I need to do is to come down here and say another TR, which means table row again. Now this will serve as the second row. Then I will come down here and say TD. TD stands for table data. Under the table data, I can now say 1. Now this one will be an indication under this first table head. Then I will come down here and say TD again, another table data. Let's say this one will be called John. Then I will come down here and say TD again. Let's say this one will be called Doy. Then lastly, I will say TD again. Let's say this one is 50 for the score. Now as I'm writing it, because I use the appropriate element to determine our heads and our datas, you can see that they are directly proportional under each of the table heading. If I come here and say TR, and underneath I refuse to put my TD, let's just say 2, you will see that the 2 I added is not longer part of our table information. That's because it does not have a table data element to surround it, which I can achieve by just saying TD 2, another TD. Let's say this one also is Jane, another TD, Smith, another TD. Let's say here she's called 45. Now because we all put everything in a row, that's why we have different form of rows. Without the table row, you can't have this form of arrangement. Do we get that? So it is because of the row and the TD for the table data, table head. That's why they are all properly structured in this manner. Without it, we can't have this form of structure. Do anybody have any question? Any question? Okay, no question. Now, how can we make our table as this type of lining around it? For us to do that, we just have to come to this table section and say border. The very minute I say border here, and I come back here, you can see we have a border that surrounds it. Any question? Any question? So I want you guys to also try what I just did. I want you to try what I just did. Create a table, give it head and some rows. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll be back in a few minutes.
electricity say use it as money run am. Wey dey run am wey
Yes, it is nice.
they don dey do their own thing.
Yes, no be me asking.
Money run am. So when God just do am, make we dey exercise come out small. Make God help us. You are USS program. Maybe we stop there. You go on.
We hope you are enjoying the graphic.
I don't think we are sorry to do that. So now that helps USS people. That is the move.
That is called that. He dey come up with
Function.
Are you?
I want March.
I was wrong.
You go there.
I was wrong. If you bring them up like that, I was wrong.
You go there. Make it go.
I was wrong. Me, I want to do. I want to do MTN. I will do MTN.
MTN. I will do if I want to do big salad. Those people can come.
Yeah, we did USSD now. It took us, we didn't know the month that we have many months. More than a month.
1 week, now give us.
No, like we where they work on now, it took us up to a month now. Because MTN only number one has like 10 pages. That's it, 10 pages. Instead of 10 pages, another number one get like 20.
1 week, he give us.
Yeah, 1 week now. Then 1 week to submit USSD.
Your country has done the defend.
But the one we pay fast. And when you come, they put the code, you make on the work. Oh. You just see this sardine already at the shop, and they ask you to, they go going to care with this one. Now, sir, please just go back, just return back, and he explain when you do.
We have to do. Let's do the go for
So if you find it, you don't, then they do back end. See, if they do full stack, content back end. I don't tell you, guys, you just take a day break. Go take rest. Clear your head. You gotta clear your head. As it be like this, I dey find a way to collect leave for work. They tell me say they tell me say na only me one day, so they no fit give me.
Okay, when you do the work, I think we are fair in one.
True. My boss and me, my boss is the sign. No, the other man no be our company. I'm working under a shipping company.
What do they do before?
Eh?
What do they do before?
Yeah. APM.
What do they do for what's the one they do for?
My oga be my MD. You say my office, my company get 3 subordinates. Company wey dey under us. So inside my own department, na me, my oga, and one mechanical engineer of another company, which is the same company wey my oga get. So na only me be the IT.
They don't want to employ anybody.
The man no want. See na I tell you, the man no ready. The MD no ready to pay better money. If you want really employ, don't come with that number. They didn't get way make IT for. The man no not ready to pay any money. You just want, they believe say this phone say the day wey you go clear from right. Ah, no, I'm not even typing. I'm not even. You do rotation number,
If you can't see,
send it to custom
if you can't see,
online. Then you take later. Sorry, then you take later. You write later. Then send. You take it to their office. Their customers can have access to that number you send to them. Then if anybody's system in the office, just call. The internet off. So the work is somehow demanding.
if you can't see now,
Who go replace you? They will find but they know will find. You will work from out with that. But as it be like this, as it be like this, if I get that new laptop with the one get, that laptop where you tell and I then get her. Once I get her, that laptop where I go with here, I'll collect her. The thing where they send the course, I will install that software for that laptop. So even if I know they are day office, I fit there anywhere they want. But like this now, no fit any rotation number because that software they did as this laptop, you don't even get anywhere. The only thing there where you did na my desktop. And before you go pick the access to that thing, you just ask me for password. Let me tell you again, I won't go change that password again because now they don't open warehouse. I need to change that password.
it's warehouse.
My warehouse, we get warehouse, 100 warehouse.
Listen to this.
We dey import things. Lafarge, who is the Dangote, many other companies. I know what to do. Then make any small thing wey staff get, they put to chop. Maybe you tell them make them go buy phone now. Which one is 10,000? Tell them one is 50K. So now this laptop we won't buy now, this new laptop now, that girl wey give me in contact, the girl told me it's 2.710 million. They say, and this company wey in get under our own office, they call them Gemstar. They are Gemstar Technical Company in them. So they deal with forklift, they deal with the people they travel go abroad for class training. So now their laptop and $1 they pay them. They pay them in Naira.
Where they come to pay on
And in Nigeria, them na abroad based they pay.
but it's the same for
Black people know black people. The company is based on how you tell them. Now euros, if they don't give you quotation, then you give it in Naira. Now euros, like dollar, this thing. Maybe this thing wey you want come repair for you is 10,000, but you give you say na $10,000. You go check am by yourself. And I wetin you go pay. So na 2.7 you get sent for me. I don tell the girl write the invoice sent for me 3.5 or 3.7. Okay, send am no believe me I'm gonna get the money. We need to. So once you send the invoice, I give them and go approve her because now she be the cheapest. We can approve her own. They send me around the ask it again. Like you know this girl where you say yes.
Where they get this thing?
Now after I see the number when you send for me, then write am or in girlfriend, bless and girlfriend friend. So you bless and you know I reach out. So then send that money 3.5, you deliver the laptop after my send my balance. So yeah.
No, see, this is a deal. No, this is a deal.
I
Understand?
let her know.
No, it's a deal.
Why should she know what I want to be private?
No,
No, she has said 2.7, 2.710. I don't ask her, can't you give me discount? She said no discount. See the
wait,
problem now.
you know where the thing starts from. You can't do the work for person. Understand? And a complete vibe with that one. Understand? So now, as he come join on a good day, like they tell us, okay, take 50, take 100. Understand that kind of thing? Like for example, I'm working for this company now. The company is like, you go to say, my do invoice. The security you go do for back. Your company need to do that kind of
They
invoice.
don't have soft wireless. This thing.
Yeah, they understand me.
Love
say,
it. I don't communicate love it for WhatsApp. Love it, how far? Do for my invoice for me.
Yeah,
This is Mr. Hope. What do you want? After they say this thing is 30,000, oh yeah, let's go to my work for me 80k. They say, Mr. Happy, don't come. Do this thing.
Understand what I thought? You need to settle. You need to settle.
Yeah, we will give the girl something. No, that man will be involved with me. The man not be prepared that kind of person. We will give the girl something. And there are many who don't do the last. They don't know the big money, and they pay me. Even the man gone, they go, they buy parts. Parts wey I will carry. Bro, if you see small plug like this, plug for motor, wey you go buy am 500. Go check wetin dey write for invoice 20,000.
Our neighbor dey give me deal for plug. Tokumbo new one.
Na Ladipo you dey say.
Yeah.
You no get person o. They suppose dey buy parts.
Give me deal now.
You dey sell motor parts.
Which motor? Toyota abi?
Na Hilux we dey use.
Give me the deal.
Oh boy. No worry, na through Mr. Jab stuff.
Give me the deal. Don't tell me how you dey do.
So you say they sell parts, you no let person. All these parts wey dey come carry for life plus.
No.
Na you go down dey run am.
Which guy is the same, but you know say na that party.
I know sure like apart from joke, I know it's not Ladipo. The time using a Ladipo, they will not tell Mr. Jab since give am your number.
You know give me deal.
We don't give you this thing now. Since the man no wan pay well, let make this person wey dem catch wey go run deal with our company name. Let make dey do am.
Yeah.
Make my oga leave office now go this park first. How much dey pay am? Up to 400k. Calculate
Up
the
to 400K.
uh-huh.
And they will give am official car.
They will still give am official
Who
car.
go dey fuel the car?
Check na company dey fuel the car.
Who go dey raise for? Who go dey
Company.
up 400K?
They pay am 400k comot the HMO this thing. No be the 400k na him salary. Comot HMO.
Tell when you dey here, how much you dey plan?
Well, na my man wan pay that. They pay am 250.
Hello.
250.
Sorry guys.
250.
The transport and this thing.
I want to dey want you 250. And they pay Mr. Isaiah.
No man, you don't promote. You never don't go.
Mr. Isaiah will come our office on Friday. Come visit some staff. Sign play. Don pack one big wear him baggies together. So we need to wear baggies. You know those Yahoo boys from outside.
Money don't
With him
enter.
shoe. With him slippers like with him polo. Only God if you see am. Na person wey get that muscular body but when in there all him neck like leke. Come see am now all your don full.
That's why.
Him colour come
You
outside.
get that time we say the same job, but say I don't know why they don't keep paying like 600 and above.
They don't, Mr. Charles dey do am say you no need assistant. You say you never need assistant here. If guy in office na him suppose get assistant like support. You no need support make him first dey join you. Like this now. Maybe when he start work today, the next day dem give am laptop. Give am official laptop. Then give am laptop new one no be Tokumbo. This one no be Shere Kambia laptop o. Laptop wey dey tear the carton like this. Dem can give am iPhone 14. Say take your official phone.
I don't need cleaner for my work.
Okay, let you use the back
Now
and do that.
see that their company. No staff fit comot for that company tell you say their MD is nonsense.
Which person did they do?
Now check them now online. They
Oil
dey
company.
pack first. Now oil and gas dey deal with pack first.
Yeah, I know whether I go apply for website.
The girlfriend that is the HR of that company. Him boyfriend dey work for our company.
Why no
The boyfriend say no wan go.
and my boyfriend did this one.
And him get na him tell that him boyfriend. The boyfriend come.
I know I support the guy. Oh, I support the guy because if they go there, understand. See finish go enter.
See finish go dey.
See finish go there.
The girl go dey. No.
No,
He go
I
be-
like you. I
Yeah.
like you.
It go just like You have like you now, you got my girlfriend and you gonna work for one company, you come be like HR girl. Me, I can't be your subordinate. You know like all those kind of things.
If you like, come for house.
Hey, you come carry that anger come office. Maybe at the pass, I'm gonna tell you good morning, man. You call over, you stupid? Are you mad? I don't tell you everything. Because if I talk now, you don't sack me.
So it's a spelling.
Back first, P-A-R-O-K. F-I-R-O-S. F-I-R-O-S. Can you do this? Don't show your table back. Can you do this? Back first. Okay, the us. Oga wey dey meet for voice well. And they are comfortable well. Man dey remit well. Sometimes they fit do work. The gain wey dem get who dey sleep, who dey dash from work about. They fit do work. Na HR we dey dash na. So na that im boyfriend go dey yarn us say that day dey flex. Especially we was not last week do dinner with the CEO. Like the man, the MD, do dinner with the workers. Like a dinner party. We didn't stay overnight. Come my own MD. I can't go. You are stupid! You are mad! You can't do this! You sharp roll your body with like this. When you don't talk to you, you are bad girl. Nothing hard, nothing tough. Because you say, believe you, I see come and let me believe the corner. Then don't go shoot. 2 minutes don't pass. They coming back when you come back like this, I'm very sorry, sir. The class will be posted. The class will be posted online. That's the problem. The HR will be there along all this. Similar job. Okay. Try going to our college.
I've rectified what is causing my tummy ache.
Very good.
Okay, I'm back. Apologies to everybody. I went off the grid. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Captain Steve, can you hear me? Captain Steve.
Oh, sorry, I can hear you. I was on another screen.
Okay. Sorry, I went off the grid. I had duty calls. So I had duty call. I would like to see what each and every one of us have done from the design I gave us. Can we just share our screen? Let me see what everybody has done.
Share screen.
Yeah, so let me stop sharing so I can see your design.
You share screen again now.
Follow my lead. You can see the 3 buttons. The one that look like an arrow facing up. The one that looks like an arrow facing up.
Which one is that? This red arrow. The red arrow.
No. So Captain Steve, can you see this?
Which one is that?
Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Now look at this button here. This one you are presenting. This one that shows you're presenting.
Okay, I've seen it.
So that's
Okay,
what you press.
stop sharing. Allow to share screen. That's not good now.
Are you
I'm
able to
looking for my
share?
work. Okay. I'm coming. I'm trying to open my. What's going on here? 1 minute. Let me. Okay, so it's open back. No, not this one. I minimize it. I don't know where. Okay, let me. Where is it again? Aha, I've seen it. Okay, let's try again. I think I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Share this. No, not share this. Is it share window or share screen?
Share screen. So you will select the window you want to share. Okay. It's coming up.
Can you hear me?
I can see your screen. I can see your screen now. No, don't click on stop sharing though. It's showing a few minutes ago. You stopped sharing. Captain, it started showing. You stopped.
Oh, it started showing. Okay, hold on again. Hold on, 1 minute. One minute. Can you see anything?
Not yet. Not yet. You're supposed to click on share windows.
Oh, share window.
Yes.
Okay.
Or share screen.
Yeah, so I'm sharing screen now. So,
Yeah, you have to. It will bring you another pop-up. You have to click on it again.
oh, okay, share entire screen. Okay,
Yes, share
entire
that.
screen.
Exactly. That's the one you will do. So let me stop sharing
Okay, stop sharing.
so we can see it. Exactly.
Can you see anything?
Yes, I can see everything now. Now just click on your work.
You can see.
Yes. Let me see the outcome of your work.
I'm not even seeing what I'm presenting. You know, where did they go? You are seeing it, I'm not seeing it.
But once you start clicking, it will display.
Okay, hold on.
Yes. You just pass your Visual Studio Code now. Click on your Visual Studio Code.
Sorry?
Yeah, keep moving. You just
Okay,
passed it. You just no.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah, make it
I'll see
bigger.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you see? Can you see it?
Exactly, I can see it. Sir.
Our father's on style, you know.
Sharp, sharp.
Now this go live. I'm having problem with it.
That's
This
because
your go live server.
okay.
Yeah, go live. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Let
You
me
see?
click on your file explorer. Come to the top left corner. That place that they show one. That place they show one. Click on it. The place that, yes, beside
One.
the welcome one. Yes. No,
Okay.
no. Yes, just go.
Okay, here.
Yes. So you've not actually opened a folder.
Okay.
Open a folder. Now, make it
No one.
large.
No wonder. Is that why I was getting this from?
Yes.
Okay.
Make it large.
I
Make it
understand.
large.
Okay. I see what you mean.
You can click on open folder now.
Open folder.
Now,
That's it, yeah.
yes, this is the one you're currently working on. Do you want to work
Yes.
on another thing?
That's the same one. That's the same one that is open now.
Now let's
That's
create
the
a,
root- that's
let's
the
create
root-
a new project.
that-
Let's create a new
That's the
project.
root 5, yeah.
Now
Okay.
click on this. Come and click on new folder here.
New folder. Okay.
Yes. Now just give it a
So
name.
let's call this one. Call this one Chinumbu.
I called my own table.
Chinumbu. Is the spelling right? Chinumbu.
Yes,
Chinumbu,
it's
yes.
correct. It's correct.
Okay, so
Hold on. You
Where is
have
it now?
created it inside your HTML fundamentals.
okay, but I created the folder now.
That's because you're supposed to click outside it. However, we can still
so-
work with it if you want it to be inside there. So move it.
No,
move
I
it.
want.
Move it to the
let me-
bottom
let me-
of-
let me-
move
let
it
me
to the-
move
no, you can
let me
drag
move
it.
I can. Hang on a minute.
Just drag it
Let me
down
move this to
to.
bin.
Okay, move to bin.
Drag it to.
Yes, that's what I mean. Drag it to under the what's it called? Yes, drop it there.
It's not staying now.
It's not staying. Yeah, delete it.
So move to bin first.
Now come to the folder.
Don't worry. Let's create another one. So let's go back. Let me create another one. New folder, right?
No, just you have to cancel this then. Just
Have to cancel
leave
this.
it. Yes, come to that HTML fundamentals.
Okay, HTML fundamental. Okay.
Click on it. Now click downward of it. No. Click on open folder. Now
Click downward of it.
Yes, yeah. Click there. Now click. No. Just click new folder.
New folder.
Give it a name.
Okay, new folder. Okay.
Now give it a
Let me
name.
call it Buhari. Let me call it Buhari. Whether I work this time.
Okay, let's see.
Buhari. Great.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. Now click on open.
Open. Okay.
Save. Cancel it. No need to save. Open folder. Select Buhari. Open. Click on open.
Open. Okay.
Don't save.
Same thing.
Don't save. Now this is your project folder. Now come and reduce this size. This your Explorer size is too big. Come and reduce it a bit. No, come to the left.
The Explorer.
Yes. Yeah, reduce it exactly. It's okay.
Okay.
Now underneath the Buhari, click on the new file. Yes, the
That's
first
this one now?
Yes.
New file.
Now write your file.
Okay. Index.html.
Yes. Best in
The
lowercase.
root file. Okay. Best in lowercase.
Yes.
Okay.
Best is lowercase.
Index.html. Okay.
Now you can write your code.
Okay. So
Hold shift,
Okay.
hold shift and press 1. Hold your shift and press 1.
Oh, sorry.
Hold your shift and press 1.
Hold my shift and press 1.
Yes. Press
Okay.
enter.
Enter.
You have a code already made, so you can continue to work from here.
Okay. Let me just copy and paste at once now. How do I get back to where I was before?
That page has moved up. You have to open a new one.
Hold on a minute.
Just click on the last icon on your tools beside the Explorer. Just go to the last icon, the one after the go down. Yes, go down. No, the last one. Come down.
This
to
one.
Yes. You want to use your AI, right?
No, let me just go back to file, open recent.
Before you do that, hold on. Just click on new windows first. Click on new window.
New window, file new window. Mm-hmm.
Now that's the HTML fundamental below, the one you were working with.
Where is it?
Yes.
This one, okay.
Just click on the HTML fundamentals. Cancel the profile now.
Not this one.
Okay, go back to file. Open recent. Go to file at the top.
File, okay.
Open recent. Yes. Now, below Buhari, the one below Buhari.
This one.
Yes, let's see that one.
No, not this one. Where is it hiding now?
That's where you can find them. These are all your recent files.
4 minutes.
That's your Ask Copilot. Reopen.
No, not this one. Not that one.
Open recent. Open recent.
This one, okay, sorry. File, open recent, yeah. I think it's this one now. This very well, yeah.
That's not the if you open it, this is a folder. Now click on that file explorer, the first one beside your welcome, the first one beside your
this
welcome.
one.
No, top left corner.
This one.
Under your
top left corner.
Yes, the two files standing beside each other, your file explorer.
This one.
Yes, click it. That's your index.html.
Yeah, this is the one.
Control,
okay.
Command A, Command C. Click on it. Just click Command A, Command C.
Command A.
Yes. Command C.
Command C.
Now go to File.
File.
Open recent. Open recent.
Open recent again.
Now go to the Buhari. Now Command A again. Command A again.
Command A.
Command V. Command V.
Command A. Command V.
V.
Oh, sorry. Let me undo.
No,
Command
no, no,
Z.
no, no, no. Command and V. V for vital. V for valuable.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Now, just hold on. Go to the, make this thing big. Maximize your display. Maximize your display. Now go to click on go live.
Go live.
Just click it once.
Safari can open the page.
And maybe your default file is not go live. Go back to the code. We'll fix this later.
Okay.
Go back to your code. Now go to run.
Run.
Yes, at the top. At the
Should I
top.
type on the command line?
No, 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 no. Beside the terminal, there's this word called run.
Or beside the terminal?
At the top,
This
yes,
one?
yes, run. Click on that run. No, 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 run.
Okay, run task.
No, 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 no.
I
We
see
have-
run task here.
We have go, run, terminal.
No, you can see my screen now. So
I can see.
That's all I have.
Look beside that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes. Now
Okay,
click on start
okay.
debug.
Start the work. Okay.
Now select. Do you have Chrome on your system?
No, I don't have Chrome.
But you have Microsoft Edge.
I have Edge.
Yeah, click on Edge. Let's see it. on
But
Edge.
I've not. I don't think I've installed the extension. I saw it.
You don't,
Okay, let me
but
just
you
try.
don't need it. Just click it.
Okay, let's just try.
So let's wait for it to pop up. Since you don't have Chrome,
Okay.
and this is your outcome.
Okay. So that means my Edge is already installed as an extension here.
Yes, as
Okay.
as a software, as a browser in your system.
Oh, as a browser. Okay.
So it's working out now.
Yeah.
Okay, can I continue?
Yeah. Continue, please.
Now stop sharing, please.
Stop sharing. Let me go back to.
Stop presenting.
Stop share. Stop presenting. Okay. All right. Stop.
So now let's see my own display. So this is currently my display. Now, if you notice
Yeah.
something, my border is in two batch. Like
Yeah, I
border.
made it. I made it single. I told you I added styling to make it
Yes.
single.
Now, in order for us to
I don't
do
want
that,
something different.
okay. In order for us to be able to
right.
do that, oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. All I need to do is to create a file called style.css. In the style.css, all I need to do inside the style.css is to tap the word table. If I write table, I'll put double colon. I will come and link my CSS here. So in here, I will just say link. Then I will select this link CSS. So my href will have to be style.css, the name of my style. Then inside here, there's something we call table border collapse. It's a CSS property. It's called border collapse. By default, it is separate. I have to put it to what? Collapse. The very minute I say collapse, you can see it is now a single line across because I said border collapse. Now, if I want my table to stretch across, because if I zoom out, you can see that it only takes a portion of my display. If I want it to stretch across my display here, all I need to do is to go back to my styling, and I will say width. I want it to be 100%. If I put it to 100%, can you see? It expand the display down to the edges. Down to the edges. And that's why you're seeing from here down to this part of our display. So that's the second phase. So let me reduce. Let me remove this width. Another thing we can do as well to make our design more fruitful is that if you notice, I can make a cell, maybe this John now, I can make it span beyond its own given column or row. If you can see, currently it is between this column, the first name column, and the one serial number row. I can come here and say row span, meaning it should span across multiple rows. If I put it to 2, that means it should span across 2 rows. Can you see? It is consuming the first row and the second row. In a similar way, I can say col span, that's column span. That means you should move across multiple columns. It is in the first column and in the what? The last column. And I can also expand it to 3. Sorry, let me zoom in closely so that we can see better. If I change the col span to 3, it will move across multiple columns. Can you see? It span between the first name, the last name, the score, and pushes the items that are supposed to be in the last name and the score to the end. That's because we say the number of columns it should span through should become 3. So that's another effect. But if I remove this entirely, you will no longer see that call span. Any question before I move further? Okay, to further buttress my design, I can reset this. Now let's see how we can add lists. Now what's a list? Lists are a numbering system we add into our code. And we have 2 types of lists. We have what we call the ordered lists and the unordered lists. Ordered lists are the type of lists that have numbering system. The ordered lists make use of what we call the bullet design to have effects. So what can I do with this regard? I can come here and say OL. The word OL stands for ordered lists, and inside of it I can say LI. Let's say I want to create a list here. I can say H1 food lists, for instance. Then inside of it, OL means ordered lists. I can come here and say LI, which means list item. So what are the items our list will have? First, let's say I say rice. Say LI, yam, LI, let's say beans, LI, meat, now when you notice this list, you will see that they have this numbering system attached to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's because we said OL.
Question for you.
Okay, shoot.
If your table is H1, why is your food is also H1? Why not H2?
You can have as many H1 as you want. You can have as many H2 as you want. It's your own specification.
Really?
So it's just
Okay,
like
okay.
a title. I'm just adding it
Okay.
there like a title.
Okay. Okay, got you.
So let me increase the size again, so that we can see clearly. So I can simply just come to this OL and put an attribute called type. When I say type, I can change the ordering system either by using alphabets. If I say capital letter A now, you will see that the numbering system will change to ABC. If I say I want small letter A, my numbering system will change to lower characters. If I say if I put I here, it will change to Roman figure, small letter Roman figure. If I change it to what? Capital letter I now, it will change to capital letter Roman figure. Can you see it in design? Now all of these are being made possible through the type called what? Through an attribute called type when you're using an OL. So there's also another one called UL. UL means unordered list. So let me just remove this type. And let's say I come here and say H2 or H1. Let's say fruit lists. At the very minute I say fruit list, because I want to put a fruit list here, I can now say UL. This one means unordered list. Then I will state LI. Let's say this one is banana. Another LI. Pineapple. Sorry. Pineapple. Another LI. Apple. Another LI. Grape. Let's say I put the word grape here. Grapes. Now you can see that the ideal numbering system you're seeing here is dot dot dot, because we are using a UL. Now in order for me to change it, I can't use this type, just the same way I say type here. You know, I came here and I say type. Let's say I say small letter A. The way I'm seeing it here, I can't do the same here. In order for me to put style in there, I have to come here and say UL, which means unordered list. And in between it, I can say order, unordered list, UL. I can say list type or list type. If I say list style or list type, and I change it, by default it is on disk, I can change it to cycle. If I change it to cycle, it will make it this kind of round cycle. I can say square as well. Once I say square, you can see the shape of design has changed. So depending on what you felt is right, you can use it to determine what type of display it should have. So I can change to many other things. So that's how we can add list type to our project. Any question? And in a similar sense, I can say none. If I use the word none, meaning I don't want any form of styling on it, but by default it is using what we call disk. Disk is the default styling here. Can you see it? Any question? Captain, any question?
Yeah, not for now. Thank you.
So this is how we add list type to our code. Now lastly, we are done with table and we are done with lists. Now let's talk about display. We are now moving into layout and positioning of code. Let's talk about display. So what's a display? Now under display, every element that we have in our code fall under two categories. We have what we call the block level element, and we also have what we call an inline level element. Let me create another folder. I'll come to file, open folder. I want to create a new project, and this one will be called O6 display. I will select it, and there is no more use for this. I will create a new file. I will call it index.html, and I will create another file. I will call it style.css. Now we have two elements. Under our index.html, I'll write the following. Here we want to work with display. I don't know why my IntelliSense is delaying, but I know we'll get through it. It will be resolved shortly. Okay, my IntelliSense is now working. So learn display. Now here we want to talk about display. Let's say H1, an H1 element, hello world. Here I say A tag, home. Here I say B tag, where are you? Here I say I tag for italic. I am here. Then here I say H2 view display. Every element that exists in our code falls in two categories. They both fall under two categories. They all fall under two categories. The first category of display is called the block level element. What is a block level element? A block level element are elements that do not allow other elements to take position beside it. That's because it consumes the entire width. If I right click and come to inspect here now, let me put this below, and I remove this toggle sequence, and I decided to use this. I want you guys to notice something about the home. You can see that this home element is consuming the entire space allocated to it here. That's because it's a block level element. It does not allow other element to stand either beside it on the either side of it. But an element can either be on top or below. But if you take a good look at this our A tag, this is an inline element. It will only take the position of the content it has within it. So this type of element allows all other elements to stand beside it, in as much as they are inline. So I call a block level element landlord, and I call an inline level element tenant. Like this element here, which consume the entire space. But inline, this is an inline, this is an inline, this is an inline. They only take space of the size of the container of the content they have. They don't consume more. But a block level element like this H2 now, you can see this one too is taking the entire space. That's because it's a block level element. So every element that exists fall into that two category. It's either they are block level or they are inline elements. They cannot be both. So looking at this one we are being given just now, they all fall under the block level element and the inline level element category. Any question before I move further? Any question before I move further? Any question? Now, we can actually adjust the display of an element. What I mean is that we can make a block level element become an inline element, and we can also make an inline element become a block level. How do we do that? Let's say I link this CSS here. And I come to the CSS. Inside here, I say H1, which means I am referring to this H1 here. This H1 element, I can say I want to change the display to, by default it is block. I want to change it to inline, meaning it will not allow other element. Can you see? It is allowing other element to stand beside it, because it is no longer a block level. It is now an inline element. If I inspect it, I can simply toggle here. If you see, you can see it is now only taking the space allocated to the content. The size of the content now determine how big or how small it will be. Same thing applicable to this view display. Is still a block level. And in a similar way, I can come here and say A tag. I want your display to be block level. If I say block, can you see? This A tag has become a landlord, consuming the entire space. And this H1 is an inline. So you can switch between them. This is where we will stop for today's class. I will continue from it in our next class. Any question before we call it a day?
Thank you.
Any question?
No question from me. No.
Okay. Now, as an assignment, I want you guys to list out all the inline elements and all the block level elements. I will send it in the classroom. You can do assignments on that section. So with no further ado, I will call today a day. We'll continue from our next class. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much.